how important it is to owners and like business owners is it to have something that actually belongs to you. When you take something like YouTube, right, and how accessible it is to just click on YouTube and watch a battle, how important is it to remove your content from there? Well, not totally remove it, but switch it over to something that you own, like the URL app, knowing the conflict it could cause for the fans or the confusion it might cause in the beginning. Mm-hmm. How important is that to say, well, I'm sorry it's not as accessible to y'all anymore, but this is ours.
Right.
And we have to figure out a way to shift this and move this over. How important that is to like business owners first.
Right.
And then please explain like
I think it's very important for creators to have platforms that they control and own. You know, a lot of times people put all of their eggs in one basket, or they place all of their property on these platforms that they don't control. And once the guidelines switch, or once they decide that they don't need your content anymore, you're left without a home. And I think a lot of times, just as young black men in the hip hop space, we just are creative. We don't think about ownership. And when you don't do that, you're at the mercy of whoever is distributing the product. So I think it's very key to own whatever you can. Of course, in the beginning, when you're building, you have to utilize all these different platforms, but ultimately the goal should be to have ownership of something that you can control.
And how do you explain that to like certain fans though, who just be like, well, it's just difficult. It's like I want to see it on my TV or on my laptop.
You know,
and I want to just watch it.
I think when people are accustomed to getting something for free, and when you see people who look like you that are creating, there's an expectation that it should be free. But when you have apps or platforms that emerge out of corporate America, they have no problem spending money on Netflix, Hulu, Apple, and all the other various, you know, apps and platforms that have emerged. But when it's ours, they always look for a reason as to why they shouldn't have to pay for it. And right. I think that mindset needs to change, because they have no problem supporting all the others. Why not support something that you love that is owned by someone that created or is instrumental in creating something that you are into, something that you care about? Buy it. Right. You know what I mean? You buy all the other platforms for the movies and all the other things that come on. Buy the app, purchase it, participate in it. You know, it helps the culture grow.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Besides like the battlers and the talent, I think what y'all did has been like the most, like the branding that y'all have done with the league has been like that put y'all over the top. How much of it was we purposely like putting you as the front, as the face, almost like the mascot of like, I don't know what it, but I see Smack, I see the beard, that's the thing. How much of that was thought out where you say we're gonna do this? All of it was thought. Nothing was like
nothing was happening.
Nothing happened.
Him and I on the phone.
Yeah, like I call Beasley the left side of my brain.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, for, you know, the last 20, not 20, but I say like the last 15 years strong, we on the phone every morning, bro. Word. Every morning, basically figuring this shit out. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the platform and building the app, like, you know what I'm saying? It took, this shit was like, you know, premeditated, like, you know what I mean, where we at to where we at right now at this present moment, like, you know what I mean, this shit was well thought out. It was like, you know, I've been independent since I came outside in the streets, nigga, from Smack DVDs, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, man, I'm getting to it. I'm selling DVDs out of my trunk. Same shit with the internet or anything that's going on when it's involving my energy and concentration or anything that I'm creating. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that, like, you know what I'm saying, we get to it and we gonna design it in a way where, like, you know what I'm saying, like Beasley said, we gonna own whatever it is that we create. Mm-hmm. You understand? This shit wasn't by accident. You know, it took us years to develop that app. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Years, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how many devs that, you know what I'm saying, I had to fucking sit down with to, like, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't get it right, took money. Yo, just give us this. Yo, we gonna take a retainer. Yo, here, just give us 10 racks. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And 10 racks ain't even shit. That ain't nowhere. That's not even a fraction of what it cost to design this shit. But me being so naive of like this, I know what I want, but don't know really like how to like, you know what I mean, go about like communicating with the right people to actually bring it into fruition.
Somebody who speaks your language.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? It took a minute, dogs. So, like, you know what I mean? We finally, you know what I mean? We was blessed to, like, you know what I'm saying, get it right and link up with, like, you know what I'm saying, the right people and the right foundation to, like, you know what I'm saying, make it happen. But, like, at the end of the day, like I said, though, like, you know, we all about our independent grind. We ain't doing this shit to,
And
like,
it's a very well functioning app too. Like for people
State of the art, dogs. State of the art, dogs.
It's like, all right, you can complain about having to be moved to the app.
come on, man.
Check out the app. The
Right,
app is
right,
really
right. No, the app
fucking
is
crazy.
the app is
The interactivity.
We talk about streaming, and we just watched Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, and they had streaming.
Netflix.
The whole time.
So buffering.
Thank you.
Buffering.
You know what I mean?
Terrible.
Pausing. You know, I mean, no disrespect to Netflix, you know, and that, but like, it's this part of the game. So, you know, when we have our little situations and technical difficulties, don't try to like, you know,
Isolated.
yeah,
Seem like
or
it's like-
bash us. You know what I'm saying? We young black entrepreneurs trying to create opportunity for, you know, artists that have a certain skill set that love to do a certain form of expression that like we give an opportunity to.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Watch
But I'm gonna give, hold on, not to cut you.
Like-
I'm gonna give you an example of what he just said. Right, last year, we took a look at all of the battle rap platforms, right, all the leagues, right, and I think ones that you would say would be behind URL. I think the most they did was about 26 releases on YouTube, and then the other ones were like 18 and
For the
17
year?
battles released
For the year.
for the year.
Okay.
Right, for the year. We shot 139 battles
Wow.
last year. 139. And that's all due to the app. We take the money that we get and we spread it around. You know what I mean? We utilize the funds that are generated. Sometimes when you see bigger events and we don't have the budgets aren't as robust, even when we were dealing with caffeine, we would pull money from the app to be able to make battles happen. Like Summer Impact, the big battle when we had everybody on there, that was because we had funding from the app. So we're always trying to make the culture bigger. We're always trying to expand our profile and our footprint online by utilizing the funds that we get from the app. So people don't understand, it's not just you're getting the battles, you're also actually helping us put bigger battles and situations together. So if you look at that, 139 battles, not include, we actually shot more because
And let me elaborate on that too, because you forgetting a major key. You forgetting a major key, bro. You know I love you, boy. But let me just add on. Like you ain't say nothing wrong. But not only that, like, you know what I mean, we put money back that we get from the app to keep it going, to get the battles that the culture want to see. When we go out and we find these corporate sponsors and check, we break bread and spread it out throughout the whole community.
Right.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats.